I wanted to do an update. We are at 6 months. Woo, 6 months. I am in the green birth room. So we call this room number two, labor room number two. We have a mom who gave birth early this morning, a water birth in the other room. But right now we have some crazy weather, just really bad storms, tsunami, monsoon, lots of different things being thrown around. But that just makes everything really rainy, really wet, and unpredictable. Where we live, we moved into our place June 5th. And so we have been settling in there, which has been great after traveling for several months. To be able to have a place to literally unpack our suitcases has been such a blessing. And it's just the perfect spot. It is an answer to so many prayers. So thank you for joining us in that prayer journey of finding us the right location. And so our next big hurdle is a car. So we actually have a car. But it needed something when we bought it. And so when we bought it, we got that fixed, but that wasn't actually what was wrong with it. So we are waiting to get the actual thing that needs to be done. And so hopefully that'll be done very soon so that just the ease of everything. So I had a birth a few days ago that I missed. I was here for the placenta, but I missed the birth because I just couldn't get a vehicle in time. So here they're called grabs, which is, so if you hear me say grab, it's really an Uber. It's just Asian Grab is Asian Uber. And yesterday I was at clinic and I could not get home because the rain was bad. There was on and off just storms. I waited like an hour and a half, and I kept trying and I kept not being able to find a driver, which has never happened before in the last 6 months. And so I was kind of stuck at clinic. And one of the husbands of the staff was like, "Hey, I can take you home on my motorcycle. It's not raining right now." And so so I did get a ride home, which was great. Just way later than expected, which then turned around this morning where normally when I go to book a grab in the morning, so I'm at clinic at 9. So if I get a grab around 8:30, it usually takes 15 to 20 minutes to so I get someone to accept the grab, and then it takes 15 to 20 minutes for them to get to me. And then it's another about 12 to 15 minutes to get to the clinic. And so this morning, since I could not get a car yesterday to get home, and it's been that way since it really got more into the rainy season. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to wait to 8:30 to get a car. I'm going to try to get a car sooner so that I'm not late. And so I go and I push the thing and I hand the phone to Josh so I can go do something. And he's like, you have a grab and it's 3 minutes away. It's like literally in the neighborhood. And that has never happened. And so I wasn't even ready. I wasn't even close to ready. And so I grabbed whatever I could. And then I couldn't find my bag that I take stuff in. Someone had put it in Josh's closet instead of my closet. So anyways, I like text the grab driver and I'm like, "Hey, I'll be out. I'm coming. I'm just trying to find something." And sometimes they look at that and sometimes they don't. And so anyways, Josh found it in his closet and I'm like running out the door. I was a hot mess and got to work very early today. And then the rain started coming again, and we have not had any women come in for prenatal exams yet today. Usually they come between 9 and 11 a.m. And then Monday when I was here, same thing. I came and just rain on and off. And so we didn't have anyone show up for prenatals either. And so it really just depends. Today's a weird day because we were going to have this big all-day CPR renewal. And due to the bad weather, they canceled that. So this is our first rainy season experience of tentative weather. And actually, our visas are due tomorrow, expire tomorrow. And Josh went to immigration yesterday and they were closed due to weather. And he reached out today and they're again closed due to weather. And so they're supposed to be open tomorrow, but I don't know what that means. So one, that might not actually happen. And two, I'm not sure if we go the day of, if we were penalized because it is the day of, or like we do get tomorrow. I really pray that we get tomorrow. The penalties for being late are a lot. So we have to renew our visa every 59 days. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I hope that they're not closed tomorrow. So you can do some extensions online. So we were looking into that. And it sounds like you can't do this one specific extension online. So you can do almost all of them except for like the first one and the 6-month one. And that's where we're at. So yeah, lots going on there. So green room. So I have had such pleasure and joy being able to work with so many midwives at so many different places. And so we started at Hope Alive, and they have amazing midwives there that I already knew, which is what brought us back here. And then we got to go to the province of Kalinga in north, like 10 to 12 hours to Buk. And I got to be there for a month, the month of April, and to meet a whole new group of midwives I've never met. And that was amazing. They both of these clinics have really high volumes, like 20 to 40 births a month. And so I just learned so much from each of them. And then we returned back to the Manila area, and I've been working with at Shipra, Birthing Home, and they do things different. Each place, I learned so much because they do everything just a little bit different. So they're amazing midwifery models of care. So they're all midwives, but they have, you know, just like if you get two of anything, they do things a little different. And so it's so amazing that since I'm in my training, to be able to learn how to do something 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways. And that just gives me such a broader perspective on how to do things, which is awesome. And so, and then I can take some of that to the other places too, because I'll be like, oh, I saw this here. And did you know that we could do this, this, and this? You know, did you know this existed? Whatever that looks like. And so here at Shipra, they do about somewhere between 5 to 10 births a month. I haven't looked at the actual logs, but somewhere around there. And so it's a much slower pace. Prenatals are, you know, 4 to 8 women a day in the mornings. And these other places, like Hope Alive, will have upwards of 40, give or take, prenatals a day. I was personally seeing upwards of 20 women a day doing prenatals there when I first arrived. And so that was amazing to get all of that practice and hands-on. And since I've been at Shipra, even though it's a lot slower, I updated my paperwork the other day as the rain was coming and no one was coming in. And so I've met with 140 different women, few more than that, between prenatals, births, and postpartum visits. And we do in-home postpartum visits, which is really neat because we get to go be in their community with them, meet their, you know, families, go into their homes, sit on their, you know, sofas, and really be all involved. And so that's been a really neat experience being here. So it's a slower pace, but that's okay because I'm not trying to get as much, like in the beginning, it was like a whole lot in the shortest amount of time. So I could learn those skills. So I can learn palpation. So I could learn measurements. So I can learn prenatals. And now it's kind of like slow and steady is perfect because these things take time to build those relationships, to see these women for all their prenatals, postpartums. And so I really only wanted 3 to 5 births a month for my continuities of care, which is where I'm at. And so it kind of works because there's fewer births here. So like I can't miss them, and which is why we really need our car to work. But I also get a lot more FaceTime with these women and these families, which I love. So that's a little bit of an update. I hope to have some more videos. I have videos of our overnight bus adventure to and from Tabuk, which was quite the experience. And so I want to share that and some about some of the things that we did in some of the villages in Tabuk, which was also amazing to get outside of the concrete of Manila and see the most beautiful sunsets because I don't get to see them here and I miss Indiana sunsets. And yeah, I have a lot to catch you up on, but here's my short version. And we are excited to have our son come at the end of August. So in about a month, beautiful sunsets because I don't get to see them here and I miss Indiana sunsets. And yeah, I have a lot to catch you up on, but here's my short version. And we are excited to have our son come at the end of August. So in the future, after that, as well as another big doula training here as well. So just excited for all the things that the Lord is doing, the families that we're meeting, the people we get to pray with, and also just having a house, having a place to call home, to have people over. Emery has been having her friends over like on a weekly basis. We live in proximity to walk to lots of things, which is great considering that we have to walk everywhere. Emery is getting braces on next week, and that's something she's been wanting to do for a long time. And the dentist is about 17-minute walk, give or take. And so it's weird to think I'm walking to the dentist. Like I just never thought that I would walk to the dentist. But we can also walk to get our groceries. We can walk to a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Jollibee, which of course, if you come to the Philippines, you have to eat Jollibee. It's kind of like they're McDonald's, even though they have McDonald's here, but there is even more Jollibees than McDonald's and they're everywhere. And so really you can give directions based on which Jollibee you're going to be closest to. So it's everywhere. So that's a little bit of an update, and thanks for continued prayer, support, following along. And like I said, I hope to have some more updates, some videos, pictures from the last couple months where we left off. It's just been so crazy. Internet access has been hit and miss depending on where we lived and what was going on. So right now I'm just taking the opportunity to jump on here while I am free at the clinic. And yeah, hope to share more with you soon.